Hey everybody, I wanted to jump on here and just take a second and fill you in on some stuff that I've been reading out of the book of Acts. And there's one verse in particular that really just stuck out at me over the last couple of weeks that I thought I just need to share with you guys during this time of uncertainty, during this time of change, during this time of loss. I wanted just to share something that I thought was encouraging. So it's Acts 23, verse 11, and I'm going to set the stage for a second. Paul is in a Jewish town, and he is out sharing his testimony pretty boldly about how he was believed in the resurrected Jesus, and he was telling this in the streets. Well, the Jewish people at that time did not believe that the Jesus that had been crucified and resurrected was the Messiah. And so they did not like this at all. And they began to riot and build this momentum in this case against Paul, saying, hey, we need to kill him. We need to throw him in jail. We need to flog him and beat him. And so Paul finds himself in the barracks. He finds himself in prison, in custody, and he has no idea what will come. He doesn't know yet. Is he going to be killed for this? Is he going to be beaten and flogged for this? And so he's in his barracks, and this is where the verse kind of comes, and it says, Acts 23, verse 11, it says, the following night, the Lord stood near to Paul and said, take courage. I don't know about you, but that verse the Lord stood near to him. And so I dug in some commentaries, and one of the commentaries said it's almost as if the Lord stood very near to him, almost to the side of him, maybe where he was sleeping in that barrack. So for Paul, again, he didn't know what was going to face him the next day. He didn't know in the future what would that look like. It does say at the end of the verse, take courage because you will go out and you will have to do this again and testify again in Rome. And so there was courage in the Lord coming near his side and telling him, I'm here, I'm near you, and take courage because I will give you the strength that you need to do what's going to happen tomorrow. And I couldn't help but think for my dear friends right now who don't know what financially things hold for them. I read a statistic about 39% of Americans, if they were faced with an unexpected bill of $400, they wouldn't have the money to pay for that. And so I know that there's many people living paycheck to paycheck, and we are in a season of fear and worry, and what will that look like? And I don't have an answer for every specific loss or fear that you have right now, but I do have Acts 23:11 for you. I have this verse that says, and it's like my husband and I were talking, it was like the Lord drew near to Paul and spoke directly to him and directly to what his circumstances were. You are going to take courage and you will do this again in Rome. So you will live and you will testify again and you will go do it, and I will give you strength. So for you, church and people, would you just draw near to that comfort? Would you anchor into the comfort that there is a Lord in the darkest of your times and in the most fearful of your times? He will draw near to you and he will say, take courage. You can do this, you guys. We all have our own struggles. I know it. I had the own that are facing in my family. And this verse has anchored me in so deeply that I don't know what tomorrow holds for me and for my family. But I do know that there is a Lord that will draw near to me, and he will appear almost beside me and say, take courage, Pauline, you can do this.